enjoying the weather. I know out here it's very windy, and so let's get our morning assembly started, and then let's get our week started. We have a 4-day week, and we have a lot of work to do. We're in January. Happy New Year again, and here we go with our morning assembly. Everyone knows we had yesterday off because it was Martin Luther King. So in this assembly, we'll be talking about Martin Luther King and listening to some of his speeches. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, if you can put your right hand over your heart and just follow along. To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all. I think the audio was coming in and out, right? Okay, boys and girls, let's start it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is our character counts. What our focus is for this month, the month of January, is kindness. Just remember to be kind. Practice kindness with your brothers and sisters, with your family. And here's some other examples. Do something unexpected. For example, to brighten up someone's day. You can brighten up your mom's day, your dad's day, or even your teacher's day, or even a classmate. Okay, you can pay them a compliment. You can help someone in need. You can listen to someone who needs a friend. So those are some examples of kindness that you can exhibit today. Another way you can do it, you can make someone feel good on the inside, but again, by also complimenting them, saying something nice about them. You can use good manners, especially with your parents. Make sure you say thank you and please. Sometimes with our parents, we tell them to give us things, we tell them to do things for us, and we take it for granted as children. But sometimes as a parent, you want to hear your children say thank you or please. And also with your teachers in the classroom, you can say thank you and please. So, and treat others like equal. So in other words, treat other people like the way you want to be treated. Okay, if you want people to be kind to you, then you be kind to them. Okay, boys, yesterday we had a holiday, and the reason we had a holiday is because of Dr. Martin Luther King and his principles and what he believed in, and that's so it was to remember him. He's no longer with us, but that's why we have his holiday, so we can remember the things that he did and the things that he stood for. So here we go. Here's a quote for Martin Luther King: "The time is always right to do what is right." So in other words, if you're in a situation where something wrong is happening, you're doing something wrong, that's when you speak up, or you say, you know what, this is not right. And so there are times, there's always the right time to do something that is right. I think we're going to hear a little bit of his speeches.
Dr. King, a leader and a hero. Do you recognize this man? People all over the world know his face. They know his name. Now you will too. This is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and he was an American hero. Dr. King was born in Atlanta, Georgia on January 15th, 1929. That was more than 90 years ago. Here's a picture of Martin when he was 6 years old. He loved riding his bike, playing baseball, and eating ice cream. Martin's best friend was a boy who lived nearby, but that changed one day when his friend told him they couldn't play together anymore. His friend was white, and Martin was black. His friend's father didn't want his son playing with a black child. This made Martin sad and angry. He didn't understand why he couldn't play with his friend. During that time, there were laws in parts of our country that kept white people and black people apart. Keeping people apart like this is called segregation. The law said that black people and white people had to go to different schools, parks, and restaurants. The schools and parks for black people were often old and run down. The schools and parks for white people had newer books and better playgrounds. In some states, black and white people were not allowed to use the same water fountains and bathrooms. buses were segregated too. When Martin was all grown up, the laws hadn't changed. He and many other people knew these laws were unfair, and the laws made him very angry. But he was a peaceful man. He did not want to use violence to change the laws. So what did he do? Dr. King used his words. He wrote letters, newspaper articles, and even books. He wanted to persuade people to end segregation. He organized marches. He led big groups of people as they walked through streets. They all thought the laws were wrong. Other people saw these marches and began to ask themselves, are these laws really fair? Dr. King also gave speeches. He spoke in front of thousands of people. In 1963, Dr. King gave his most famous speech at a big march in Washington, D.C. He talked about his dreams for the future. He said he believed that someday the world would be a better place.
My poor little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Dr. King's words made people feel hopeful. When he spoke, the crowd cheered and clapped. Some people cried and hugged each other. They also believed the time had come for things to change. His dream helped other people dare to dream too. There were still some people who didn't want the laws to change. They were angry with Dr. King for trying to change them. They tried to hurt him and his family. That was scary. But Dr. King was brave. He didn't let those people stop him. He kept working. He knew he was doing what was right. Dr. King was a great leader. He inspired many people. He made them feel brave and strong. He made them believe that together they could make a change. It can be hard for one person to change the world on his or her own. But when thousands of people work together, they can make a big difference. And they did. It took a long time, but the laws of segregation did finally change. Dr. King's leadership and hard work helped make the world a better place. Dr. King is no longer with us. Still, people remember him and continue his good work. We celebrate him every year in January on his birthday. On this day, we take time to think about his life and what he did for our country. But you can celebrate him every day. You can spread his message of love, peace, and fairness by treating others with kindness and respect. Dr. King, a leader and a hero.
Boys and girls, now we will look at some dreams shared by our Kittredge kangaroos. Let's take a look.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gave a moving speech about equality at Lincoln Memorial, August 3rd, 1963.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slaves owners will be able to sit down together at a table of brotherhood.
I have a dream that my 4 children will live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. where little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls and walk together as sisters and brothers.
I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together.
Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous peaks of California, but not only that. Let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee.
From every hill and every molehill of Mississippi. From every mountainside, let freedom ring.
When we let freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank you, God Almighty, we are free at last.
My name is Gabriela, and I have a dream that one day we will all be friends and help each other.
I have a dream, and it is that all the homeless people has home.
I have a dream that we can live in a world without violence. I have a dream that we can stop COVID-19. I have a dream that we can live in peace. I have a dream that we could stop killing the earth.
I have a dream that one day I will become a doctor and treat people. I have a dream whenever I grow up, I'm going to be an artist.
I'm Valerie, and I have a dream that one day the world will be cleaner.
To be an astronaut, going out space and make it.
My dream is to become a scientist to find one day a cure for cancer and for those people that have the disease.
I have a dream that I can go to college and have a good job.
I have a dream to live in a magical place where unicorns live. I dream that there won't be more wars in the world. People will live under the peaceful sky. I have a dream that one day it will be no coronavirus day, that I could go to school.
I have a dream that everybody in this world will be treated equally, and it doesn't matter what our skin color. I want everybody to be safe and healthy, and I want no one to be mean. I have a dream that everyone could be equally treated, and my other dream is for this pandemic to be over. I have a dream that COVID-19 ended and that we all put masks on so we won't have it. And I have a dream that one day the coronavirus will end and people to be safe and not say bad words.
All right, thank you, Kittredge Kangaroos, for sharing your dreams with us. Now we have some very special students to recognize. Today we will be recognizing students who have met the state of California's requirements of English language proficiency, and they have reclassified. So let's see who they are. Ready? In room 47, Hike T. In room 47, Eliza K. In room 49, David G. In room 24, Genesis D. In room 50, Guadalupe C. In room 26, Jacqueline C. In room 9, Mari K. In room 9, Natalie K. In room 9, Artyom P. In room 9, Mariam T. And in room 38, Michelle A. Congratulations, boys and girls, for your hard work and not giving up. And now we will be announcing the weekly attendance winners. Did your class take the trophy this week? Let's find out. In pre-K, the class with the best attendance for the week of January 11th is Miss Nichols' class. In kindergarten, the class with the best attendance is Miss Hernandez's class. In first grade, this class with the best attendance is Mrs. Garcias's class. In second grade, the class with the best attendance is Miss Akopian's class. In third grade, the class with the best attendance is room 24, Ms. Danelian's class. In fourth grade, the class with the best attendance is room 39, Mr. Capel's class. And in fifth grade, the class with the best attendance is Ms. DeMont's class, room 35. Congratulations to all those students in those classes for coming to school every day, logging on and completing your work. All right, and we have another class who has had another 10 days of perfect attendance, Ms. Vardanyan's class. Congratulations, boys and girls. Let's see if your class will be joining them very soon to earn those special prizes. Boys and girls, today when you return to your classrooms, ask yourself this question and have a discussion with your teacher and classmates. What did Dr. King mean when he said, "The time is always right to do the right thing"? So think about that question before you return to class, because that's something you can discuss with your teacher and your classmates. And then we have one more rule that we want to go over today, boys and girls. It goes back to being a good digital citizen, but it also is important because these are laws and policies that you must follow. It has to do with following district rules about online behavior. So let me just make sure that all of you have a clear understanding about this. When we're online, we want to make sure that we're respecting the privacy of each other. So we're respecting our own privacy and the privacy of our classmates and teachers. That means we are not recording video or audio recording of anyone without permission, and we are not sharing those recordings. You're not sharing private information about yourselves or other students, and you're using respectful language when interacting with one another. And everything that you turn in must be your own original work, okay? And sometimes your teachers will share information with you that's private only for your class. That means you do not share it with others. So these are not only how you show that you're a good citizen, but that means that you're following the rules and laws, okay? And we have a few announcements, boys and girls. Today, for 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, it's Science Material Pickup Day. Ms. Watkins will be on campus in the parking lot all day until 3 o'clock to get you the science materials so that you can do the science activities. Tomorrow is Inauguration Day. It's when the new president is sworn in to start their job as the president. So your teachers will be talking about that. On January 29th is our next Spirit Day. It's going to be Red, White, and Blue Day. So think about how you're going to show your spirit by wearing something that's red, white, and blue. And then please remind your parents that the school experience survey is due on February 5th. And next month is February, and we will be celebrating Black History Month. With that, I want to wish you a great day of learning, Kittredge Kangaroos. Please follow your teacher's instruction about returning to class. Have a wonderful day.